I know that most of you here understand what an engineer is, but what about the details? What do they do and what does it mean for us? What about engineers make them what they are? Hi, my name is Jacob and I'm here to talk to you today about the engineer and answer some of these questions. As an engineering student of 4 years at Clemson University, I can speak personally to the approach to problem solving it takes to be an effective engineer. Engineers are often known as problem solvers, but it's not that simple. From a way of thinking to the roles in our society and the ethical implications of being an engineer, few people truly understand what engineers are and what their responsibilities entail. So, we'll start with a simple question. What makes an engineer an engineer? And above all else, it's how they think. Engineers are analytical thinkers. They're experts in objective analysis. It's easy to say we have a problem, let's find a solution. But it's much more difficult to analyze the problem closely and say, let's think of a solution that operates within our time, material, physical, and technological constraints, all while leaving room for future improvement. The solution that engineers apply often need design and invention of a new product or improvement of an existing product. Engineers go through a meticulous process to ensure the design that they employ will be a safe and effective solution to the problem, usually starting from the ground up. This design process is where engineers will use their intimate knowledge of math, science, and their field-related knowledge to solve the problem. Because engineers are knowledgeable in the departments of math and science, they're often left brain, which is to say that the left hemisphere of their brain is dominant. Now that we know a little bit about how engineers operate, we can ask, what do they do for us and our society? Well, everything you see and use on a daily basis is a product of an engineer or a team of engineers. Everything from transportation and logistics to medical technology was either designed by or employed by an engineer. The car you drive was manufactured using the expertise of mechanical engineers. The laptop you use, computer engineers. The walls of the building that you're in, civil engineers. The plane you fly in, if you've ever flown, aeronautical engineers. Every light and appliance in your house is due to the work of electrical engineers, and overseeing the manufacturing processes of all these goods, industrial engineers, which is my field. Also, because budgets are a massive constraint for engineers, they often work closely with the business and the managerial counterparts to ensure that their projects will be delivered efficiently and on time. Engineers' work can be seen in every facet of society, which means that their products must be safe for human consumption and interaction. This means that there are several ethical questions and concerns facing engineers with everything they work on. Because engineers' products are used by the public, honesty and integrity are paramount to engineering practices. Engineering societies from all over the globe have a code of ethics to ensure that their members have a very high standard for their work. A mistake or even a simple miscommunication could spell disaster for the engineer and his product. An example of this engineering malpractice is the collapse of the Hyatt Regency walkway. Not sure if you've ever heard of this, it's quite old. But in the incident, 2 walkways at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Kansas City, Missouri collapsed onto a party. This killed 114 people and injured another 216. While this collapse remains the deadliest accidental structural failing in American history, engineers of all disciplines must make decisions that rival the magnitude of this project daily from all around the country. Now that we've covered some essential questions regarding engineers, beginning with how they think, moving to their roles in our society and how we interact with them, and ending with the ethics regarding their work, hopefully you'll come away with a more intimate understanding of engineers and what their work means for all of us. Thank you.